Okay, I just want to show you how to do a hoodie, black hoodie. Just make sure when you lay it down over the heat press that the sleeve isn't tucked under here at the end, because then you'll have a really bad crease. In case it's like, tucked under like that kind of thing when you put it on. Just pull it out, make sure everything's flat and smooth. Okay. Drawstrings, sometimes they'll be inside your hoodie. Okay, and then they'll leave a crease when you put the press in. So just make sure you go in, pull them out, make sure they're outside. Okay, now I'm just going to heat it again for 5 seconds. This mats down all the fibers. Like if you look up at it closely, you can see little tiny fibers sticking out, and that's what you don't want to have. So it just presses it right into the shirt. Okay, yank a little harder. Pull it off the press. There, make sure you don't pre-treat the drawstrings. Okay, I'm trying to get the whole section here. Just mist it with a little bit of water over the area that you want to pre-treat. Do some pre-treatment. Get a little bit more water this time, so you can see it beading off the top. Like I said before, sometimes you have a nice amount of pre-treatment to work with. Depends on the type of shirt. Sometimes it just sucks it right in, but it still does the same thing. But it's not easier to look when you have a lot of liquids going on, because it lets you know where you've pre-treated. I go over it a few times just to make sure that it's right in the fibers. So again, you don't want to, do like 10 passes worth of pre-treatment, just enough to go over it a couple times. As long as you can get a solid cover. Okay, so that'll be good. Over. Make sure everything's flat. Drawstrings are out, sleeves aren't tucked in. Have the whole area need printed. It's going to get dried out a bit. Parchment paper over the top, butcher paper. Okay, press it once again till 0.3, which is about 21 seconds. And you can see how it goes to 173 when I have it set to 167. That's not a big deal. Every press does that. You take off the paper, press it again, another 7-8 seconds till it hits 0.1. Yeah, it dries it out as much as it needs to be. Pull it off. Bring it over here onto the shirt board. Make sure when you use your shirt board that the edge that has the lip extending about ½ an inch, that's the part that goes closest to the end of the shirt board. So that's where your hood goes, that's where your collar will go. Okay. The other end at the bottom doesn't have a lip. That's where the bottom of your shirt goes. Did you show the lip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so get my hoodie on. Right at the edge. That's where I put my collar. I'm not going to put the shirt board collar on. 8.5. Good to go. So then just tuck the sleeves underneath, tuck the bottom underneath.
And then the hood too.
Sometimes if the pocket is a little bit higher, if it's up here, if it's a smaller hoodie, you kind of have to lower your shirt bed a bit, just so that it doesn't interfere with the laser. Just tuck your hood in. Okay, so everything's in. Just make sure it's tucked nice and so everything's flat. If it's not flat, you'll wonder why it's not moving when it's in the print bed. Okay. Have my other shirt here. So if you look over top here, go straight over, you can see how the lip of the shirt board touches the back of the print bed. So you can see the TJ, how it is. Okay, so that's the way it goes in. Take that out. Put the other one in. Okay, just make sure you watch both sides, because it will try to lift your shirt a bit. Okay. The collar is great, but unfortunately it's just not so great with the hoodies. But it doesn't matter, all I'm going to do is take one of these, because the shirt is sticking out from the ends. Kind of tuck it in. Go from the inside and press it down a little bit. Just making sure the whole thing is flat. Okay, I'm going to have to lower the shirt bed. You can see I'm lowering it. Check to make sure it's not touching the bottom of the bar the whole way. Everything's good. And I just push load. That's ready to print. If it had stopped halfway when it was coming this way, then you would just push eject 3 times, both 3 times, and you know, or you could just go over here and just make sure that everything was tucked in properly. Okay. And then you could push load again, or I like to eject it all the way, make sure that it's going to go in all the way without stopping for both layers, just so it's safe and you don't have to worry about stopping the printer and ruining your print. So and I just take my shirt, right click my mouse, push print, And there it goes. See how it starts about ½ an inch from the top of the shirt board? That's what you have to keep in mind when designing. And this is right here the ink waste tank. And once that's full, because from all the different head cleanings that you do, you know, it shoots all the ink out through here, so it collects it, and you just unscrew this and, you know, discard your ink whatever way you're going to discard it.